Major scale modes are simply new scales that have been created out of a major scale. So over here, we have C major, okay? And if we treat the bottom note as Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, then we have a normal major scale. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. If we choose to start on the second note of the scale, which is a Re, we can get rid of our first note and we'll put our Re repeated an octave higher to have the full 8 notes of the scale. Then we have created a Dorian mode because we've started on the second note of the major scale. And this gives us a different pattern. And it sounds like this. Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re. So it's got the characteristic of a minor third to start, D to F being 3 semitones, a minor third. And the other interesting characteristic is that it has the appearance of a raised sixth. So usually D minor would have a B flat in the key signature, but because we're making this from C major, there's nothing in the key signature. So this B flat here is being raised up 1 semitone, okay? Now if we were to sing this instead of starting on Re, of starting on a La, because this is a minor sounding scale, and treating this as a D minor with a B flat in the key signature, then we would need to change our solfa to fit. So we would have La, Ti, Do, Re, Mi, and then Fa would need the B flat. But our B flat needs to be a B natural to stick in the key of C major if we're treating this as the second mode. And that will give us a Fi syllable. So, La, Ti, Do, Re, Mi, Fi. And then continuing on, So, La. So that is the Dorian mode. Now, the Dorian mode is the second mode. The other most common one that is used is the fifth mode, the Mixolydian. And as you can see, the Dorian has a lowercase 2 in Roman numerals written to it, so it's a minor sounding mode. The Mixolydian has a capital 5 in Roman numerals next to it. So from that you can deduce that it is a major sounding mode. I'm going to write out C major again, and we're going to get a Mixolydian mode on the board. So nothing in the key signature, there's C major. We need to start on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th note of a major scale to create the Mixolydian mode. So let's get rid of the first note, second note, third note, fourth note, and the 5th note is what we start on. And then we can put in our full octave, staying in the key of C major, which is no flats or sharps. And that is our Mixolydian scale. So we could either sing this by starting on So, Sol, La, Ti, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, okay? Or we could treat the first note as a Do and then go up like so. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La. Now usually, if we were treating this as G major, we would have an F sharp there. But this isn't G major, this is G Mixolydian, keeping to the key of C major, which is no flats or sharps. So instead of having this F sharp, we have the 7th note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th note, pushed down by 1 semitone. And what that does to the solfa names is this: do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, to, and then our do at the top. So that is a Mixolydian mode. Now the only other mode of note in VCE music is the Aeolian mode. And you already know this mode, in fact. It's just a natural minor scale, okay? Because if we have the first 6 notes of a major scale, I'll write that out again. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And we rub out the first 6 notes, leaving the 6th note, because it's the 6th mode. And then we just keep writing up the scale to get up to the octave. We've just written out a natural minor. So the 6th mode of a major scale is in fact a natural minor. And there's a fun little jingle, you can remember that one. The 6th degree of a major scale is the tonic of the relative minor. And that's it for the major scale modes. Feel free to go and learn the other modes. They've got a very interesting characteristic, especially the Phrygian mode, starting off with a minor second. But the Dorian mode and the Mixolydian mode are the major modes that are required for VCE music.